Okay, so 30th time recording this intro, so please like the video. So season 14 brought a lot of nerfs and buffs into the game. I'm probably not going to get this intro right anyways, and a lot of people were happy with those nerfs and buffs, but one thing was not mentioned in the patch notes whatsoever, and it's absolutely game breaking, absolutely overpowered, and it looks like it probably, I would assume, get nerfed pretty soon, or at least taken out of the game. Also, a Twitch streamer getting called out for flip-flopping his opinion so much when it comes to the new season. It's actually a lot of things that Twitch streamers do. They do this all the time. They love it, they hate it, they're excited, they're not excited, the game's dying, they love it, it's growing, everything's great. It's like constantly up and down. But also in the news, we need to talk about the self-revive, because we've talked about why a Respawn developer said they may actually bring the self-revive back, and today we have another good reason as to why they might actually do that. Also, the voice of Watson, Justine Huxley, joining us for today on the show. And without further ado, let's jump into the video. So first things first, let's talk about this Twitch streamer. This was coming from Nakoko Puffs, who actually responded to this fan saying, well, that did not take long. Nakoko's saying here, these patch notes are insane. For the first time, I really don't know what the concrete meta is. Maggie is definitely an option for aggressive comps, but man, Newcastle is the new Gibby. The 30-30 though, that's going to be a problem. LOL. I'm excited for the new split though. And literally right as season 14 came out, he says it's been 6 hours, and I think the large majority feel the same way we all feel when we get into Kings Canyon rotation, but this time it's actually even worse with the changes. The gun meta is so weird. The ranking system makes no sense. This season is chalked. Looking forward to season 15. You guys know, I mean, this is literally the story of their life when it comes to Twitch streamers, and you know, pro players are always up and down, can never get stable, I guess, with how they feel about a season. But Nakoko actually responded to this though, to Jevi Media, saying, when I said I was excited, I didn't know the changes yet because I don't play test. I saw John Larson's tweet and I was actually excited about what he was talking about. After playing though, I realized it's the same, if not worse. I'm still gonna play and I still love Apex, but it is what it is. And Jevi Media also saying you don't have to explain yourself, man. I do think it's funny though, because you know, this is a constant pattern we see even amongst YouTubers, probably even myself. You know, if you go back and watch some of my videos, I'm like, this season is great, I love it, and then like 3 weeks later I'm like, this season sucks. It's just something that we all do. I think it's pretty funny. What's weird though is I'm normally agreeing with these people and I'm like, yeah, this season is kind of bad, these matchmaking changes suck, or maybe these gun balances suck or whatever, but I'm actually, for whatever reason, I'm enjoying this season. I really am having fun. I actually look forward to waking up and playing ranked and trying to use Vantage more. I'm very excited that the new legend is actually fun, and I'm loving the Kings Canyon update. I'm really just having a good time with this season. So also wanted to welcome here for this segment of the show, Justine Huxley, the voice of Watson. Let us know how you're feeling about season 14.
Bonjour, it's Justine Huxley, voice of Watson from Apex Legends, and my Nessies are with me, and we want to say, hey, Vibe City! We are so excited for season 14 of Apex. We know that everyone who plays will be currently at the top of their game. Get it? So I hope you guys have a great time playing, and keep calm and don't blow a fuse, and try as you might, you can't kilowatt, son. So have a good one, and you know, keep scoring those wins. As you would say, I guess. You all are probably much better players than I am. I'm a much better voice actor than I am a player, as I always say. So have a great time, and au revoir.
Well, thank you once again, Justine, for shouting out the Vibe City. And we actually had her interviewed on the podcast over a year ago, actually probably over 2 years ago. It's been a very long time. When she first came into the Apex scene, we interviewed a couple voice actors, one being her, Pathfinder, Crypto, and I think a couple others as well. But you know, she's always a good sport, but we appreciate it very much. Also wanted to mention here that game-breaking overpowered bug that is in the game. I actually got a response from Respawn here though. It was coming from Skeptation, saying you can now jump, tap strafe, and b-hop while rezzing with Newcastle. I don't know if this is supposed to be in the game, although I don't think it was actually mentioned in the patch notes, although it may have. Maybe they're going to keep it in the game. Just definitely does not feel like this is supposed to be happening. And you can see this clip. I'll roll it in the background though. He says to simply do this, you just drop off of a ledge while reviving. Roll the clip. One of the responses that we got from this coming from Respawn was nothing really official other than just a meme coming from Moy, which is one of the animators over at Apex Legends, who just basically was like, you know, hey, we're on Team Newcastle now, I guess, you know, with the memes here. So I just assume maybe this is obviously overpowered. Maybe this is obviously not meant to be in the game, and surely this is going to be removed or patched very, very soon. Otherwise, until now, enjoy this massive Newcastle buff because he is absolutely insane. Many people here, though, were starting this as an argument session for the fact that, you know, Lifeline doesn't get any love, but yet Newcastle can do all of this. Just seems a little unfair. Very interested to see what you guys think of not only this bug or glitch that's going on, but also the state of the game when it comes to legend current balancing, and does Lifeline actually need a buff? Surely this calls for a Newcastle nerf already. We might as well just keep the theme of everything going right now. We've been talking about how pro players are already wanting this removed, already wanting that removed, already changing their minds. Newcastle already needing a nerf. Let's talk about the gold knockdown shield and why it actually may in the future bring self-revive back. Now, we actually covered this a couple of videos ago, where one of the, I think, design directors over at Respawn for Apex Legends said that they were looking into possibly bringing the gold knockdown shield self-revive back. That being after the design director said, we listen to our community and it's important that we show that we're listening, but we're not just going to do everything that the community wants. And this isn't just something to appease the community. This is something that we feel will benefit the health of the game. That being removing the self-revive at the time, the ranked integrity and professional play across the board. When we see there's a fair bit of negative sentiment around something, we'll look at it and come to our own conclusions on the health and stuff like that. We did that with the self-res. Obviously came to the conclusion that we came up with to try it out. If it doesn't work, maybe we'll go back to the self-res. So we know that they're open to going back to the self-res if there's a big enough problem that indicates that they should go back. Now, I'm not sure if this next problem I'm about to show you is a big enough problem, but it is a big problem. It is a problem that I think needs to be, you know, handled or situated, because there is a community out there of people that love to do 1v1s in the firing range. And one thing I didn't realize is that the removal of the self-res no longer allows you to do 1v1s in the firing range, because when you die, you just simply die with all your stuff. You can't go down, you can't switch legends and stuff like that. You just immediately die and lose all of your stuff. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is actually a big enough problem to bring it back, but maybe they could bring it back simply for the case of firing range, or maybe allow it to have a perk in the firing range. I'm not sure what they could do, but I think this is kind of a big deal for people to lose the ability to 1v1 in the firing range, because there is a community for that. I mean, we saw Post Malone and Timmy, or Asu, I can't remember which one he was 1v1ing, but they were 1v1ing each other in the firing range. This is a pretty common thing that people do in their downtime, or when they get bored, or maybe a way to warm up or get their shot going. So to not be able to do this anymore is kind of a big deal, I feel like. But is it a big enough deal for them to bring self-revive back? I highly doubt it. Maybe there's a way they could compromise in some form or fashion to allow people to still 1v1. Now, some more changes I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing very soon regarding season 14 is the rank system. Now, we've been following this discussion for the past couple of days because it has been a hot topic, to say the least. To give it a little bit of a recap, in last video we saw a little bit of an update that we might be getting for the rank system, whenever PvP was saying, you know, look, the W key meta is out of hand. The rank designer from Apex Legends themselves responded to this saying, if the W key meta is out of control, obviously we will make adjustments if we see that it is obviously needed. The complaints of the current rank season and the way that it is performed is constantly getting out of hand. This coming once again from his Watson last night, saying rank this season doesn't even feel like Apex anymore. Many people are contributing this to the fact that the, you know, kill points are way too out of hand. It's just W key all day, get as many kills as possible. Not about placements, it's not about winning the game, it's just about getting crazy amounts of kills. And because the people are getting crazy amounts of kills, you're seeing people reach 800 plus RP in games. Obviously that does not feel like traditional Apex, that does not feel like competitive Apex whatsoever, nor the gameplay that it usually promotes. Apex Legends is normally promoting this meta of, you know, maybe playing a little bit slower, playing more strategic, playing in the end game, trying to rotate in the zone. Here lately though, it has definitely been nothing but W key, ape every team you see, kill every team you see, just take every single fight because it's worth the KP. A lot of people commenting under this saying it feels more like Warzone right now. You could also argue the fact that maybe it's the current legend meta that has something to do with this, and that is the fact because Gibby did not necessarily receive a nerf, but because Maggie received this buff being an anti-Gibby, now people are not playing Gibby nearly as much. Therefore, you don't have as many passive players on your team or passive legends that are playing a little bit more defensive. Now you just have a bunch of aggro apes on the map who are just playing all kind of aggressive legends here and just going full force at it, trying to get kills because, you know, the kills obviously help that as well. So it's like two problems coinciding in one. I would really like to see them fix the matchmaking, fix the kill point situation, and then see whether or not the pros actually hate Kings Canyon, because I don't really feel like Kings Canyon is really the problem here. I really feel like the bigger problem is the matchmaking and the kill rank system, because with the kill point system being the way that it is right now, it really doesn't help also that the legend meta is kind of a little bit more aggressive than normal. So I'm very interested to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below of how you would fix the rank situation, how you'd fix the kill point situation, and also what do you guys think about the Newcastle situation? Does he need an immediate nerf? What's going on? Which legends need a buff? Now that you've had a couple days to play it, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy as always, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. It's Viber Die, only positivity, and until the next time, later Gators. Nailed that first try.